3631 Tactical. Today we're going to take this Remington 870 shotgun and we're going to install the Magpul SGA stock. Now I'm installing this stock for a friend. I already have two of these stocks on my own personal shotguns and I've done a review on those, and I'll put the link to that video in the description box. You can check that video out if you want. So it's a really good stock. Again, I'm putting this on there for a friend. So let's get to it. Go ahead and open up the box first here. SGA stock from Magpul. First of all, you get the stock, of course. Alright, we get that piece. You get additional spacers so that you can adjust the length of pull to your own likings. Then you get a couple of Allen wrenches and a screw that you're going to need to complete the installation, as well as a fancy catalog / calendar poster thing. We're also going to be installing the receiver sling mount so that we can put a sling on here, and I'll talk about that when we get to it. The other thing is the forend. We're also going to be installing the forend. The forend, talk about it in detail when we get to it. Here's what the forend looks like. And one thing that you get that's really cool, you get this little tool. It comes with this tool, and this tool is what you're going to need to take the old forend off and install this forend. And again, when we get to that part, we'll talk about that in detail. Now, the first thing we're going to do is take off this the butt pad right here, and just all you need is a screwdriver. There's two little holes back here. You just stick your screwdriver in there and unscrew the screws. Pretty simple. There's screw number one, right? Pretty easy, no big deal. In case you were wondering, that is a Phillips head screwdriver that you'll need to get those screws out. Alright, that's done. You can see it just comes right off, no big deal. Alright, now you need a flathead screwdriver for a screw that is inside of your stock, and this is real easy. Let me show you. Turn a little light on in there if you can see that. That's all it is, that one screw that needs to be unscrewed. So we'll go ahead and unscrew that. Inside your stock, here's your stock, and here's the rest of the shotgun. And you can see that that's where that screw came out of. So this is pretty simple job here. Anybody can do this. Here's our new stock. Here's the new screw that we need. Here's the fancy Allen wrench that they give you. Before we put this on, we're going to have to open up our sling mount because this attaches with your stock. So go ahead and open that up real quick. And all this is going to do, this is just going to snap in right here to the stock, and then I'm going to put the stock onto the receiver of the shotgun. Real simple. That's one thing that's really nice about these Magpul. All this Magpul stuff is it's very user friendly. That attaches right there. Then we take our screw, insert our screw in here, take our fancy Allen wrench. Alright, let me show you, get a little closer look at just how easy this is. You got this little slot right here. Here's your screw. The screw goes into that slot. It's going to stick out right there, and that's the part that's going to attach to the receiver. So it's very easy. Don't need to be a fancy gunsmith or anything to be able to do this. So we kind of put all that together. Alright, you can see, got that screw tightened in there, and you can see our sling mount right there. It's really just that easy. You also get this little piece of kind of rubber plastic to fill this little void in here. So really easy, just pop that into place. That's it. But before we move on, let me show you something real quick. This right here, this screw right here, is how you would change your length of pull. And I showed you a second ago, you have these spacers. These spacers allow you to make this length of pull longer or shorter if you take them out. So all you have to do is unscrew this one screw. When you unscrew that one screw right here, this piece comes out. Completely all the way out. And if I wanted to make my length of pull longer, I just take the spacers, slide them on. If I want to make my length of pull longer, I just take the spacers, slide them on. That'll make my length of pull longer. And then I reattach them just like this. Just slide it back onto the stock. Again, you got this one screw, screws in this one hole, and that's it. That's all it is. Additionally, one other thing, if you want to put a cheek riser on here, this just comes off. This is the standard cheek riser that comes with it. And if you're just shooting a bead on your shotgun, that's fine. That you really don't need anything. But if for some reason you were going to put an optic on this gun, and your optic obviously sits higher, you want that cheek riser to be higher. So you can purchase those separately, and that's how you would change those. You would just take the higher cheek riser and just put it on. Put this back into place, and then just attach that one screw back into place. It's really, that's one thing I like about this Magpul stuff, is this stuff is super simple. Alright, so to change the forend, the first thing we have to do, we have to take this barrel off. And we take the magazine end cap here, just unscrew that, real easy. Pull the barrel off. Pull the barrel off. Then we pull the forend piece here off. If you're not familiar with this, just kind of pull it off. Be careful because the bolt is here and you don't want all these pieces to go flying. So just take that off. Now I talked about the tool. It comes with this tool. Right in here you can see there's a couple notches right inside there. You just take the tool, put it inside those notches, and then just turn to take the forend that's already on the gun to take it off. So once you get that little ring off, your forend will just slide right out. And all we're gonna do is take the new forend and just slide it on. It's that simple. Got it nice and snug, and that's it. Now you just reassemble the shotgun. That's all there is to it. And that's it. It's the Magpul SGA stock installation. We also installed the sling mount attachment. I think the stock has helped me shoot a shotgun a lot faster. I got a video where I shoot 3 shots in less than a second using 1-ounce rifled slugs, and I'll put the link to that video as well in the description box. Hey, thanks for watching.